AQs Blog and Grill.
Hi everybody and welcome to AQs Blog and Grill. We're really excited today to have Jody Palubiski here. He is the managing partner of the Charcoal Group, which have an incredible array of brands working in the same market, which I think is such an interesting story as both a branding story, as an entrepreneurship story, and as a customer experience story. So Jody, how did you get into the restaurant business? What was the start for you?
And I started when I was 14 in the kitchen, worked your way through, built some great relationships early on. I've always been a pretty hard-working guy, so people took notice, maybe brought me into conversations, included me in things where I was a bit of a fly on the wall for decision-making.
Right.
And it really fueled the fire for me. And then as I was more and more exposed to it, the restaurant business to me is not just about it's about food, table service, and all the other things. There's a whole creative element to it.
Right.
I work with so many creative people, and I get to do so many different things in a given day that it's wonderful. It's amazing.
At the end of a working week, what is it that Jody thinks about that makes him happy? I mean, what is it that was an accomplishment that week that stands out in your mind?
Most of it's about relationships, I think. You know, it depends where you're at. I still, sometimes in my position, it can be a relationship with a designer, or a relationship with a chef, or a relationship with someone, our brand guardian. But the most, you know, you may have a certain win or a certain triumph that week in coming up with the best idea or feeling as though you did something great. But still in our industry, or for me, getting into a restaurant and talking with a guest face to face, getting an opportunity to have a bit of a moment of truth perhaps,
There you go.
is what reminds you of why you did it in the first place, and have people walk away thinking that you're very good at what you do. I think that's probably the most rewarding. And sometimes you have to remind yourself that that's why you're there, because you can get caught up in the minutiae and the to-do lists and all the other things. But to get back into the restaurants, get face-to-face with our guests, talk to them, get their feedback, that's the best part.
You've got several different brands or themed restaurants or entertainment centers.
Right.
Can you run us through the ones that you've got in the Charcoal Group?
Well, as a group, we started with the Charcoal Steakhouse a little over 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So the Charcoal grew over those years, and with the same principles we talk about now, building relationships with the community and with the guests, being there, trying constantly, constant never-ending improvements. You celebrate for a few minutes and then you start worrying about the next thing.
Right.
And so that's been kind of the foundation of the entire company. So we also have Martini's in there, which is approximately 120 seats, an urban cosmopolitan bar and grill.
Yep.
Del Dente in the basement, which is 220 seats. It's a great casual Italian restaurant. We also have Winooski's.
Yeah.
And Winooski's is it's a phenomenon. To me, in family casual dining, it's Disney World. And they've done a great job. So there's Winooski's in Kitchener, Brantford, and Barrie.
Yep. Oh, okay.
And then approximately 70 years ago, we branched into Waterloo and opened up Wildcraft. Again, it's premium casual, kind of a fun, funky, sexy, sophisticated, but it's casual. It's just what it is. 3 years later, we ended up opening the Bauer Kitchen.
Right.
And then we branched out. Wildcraft developed a catering division, which is Wildcraft Wherever.
Yep.
Which we wanted to take that experience and have a little bit of fun, and we thought there was a room in the market of catering to deliver more well-rounded experience rather than just drop-off food.
Yep.
And Bauer, we've worked on the Bauer Bakery Cafe and Bauer Bakery Wholesale. We brought in some fantastic bakers. And then we got into the Beertown business.
AQs Blog and Grill.